All right, let's get right into it. We're going to tackle a huge question today for anyone creating content online. Are lead magnets just some outdated relic from like 2017? Or are they actually the most essential tool you're probably not using in 2026? Let's find out.
So, let me start by asking you something that really gets to the heart of this whole thing. As a creator, think about it. You've got followers, you've got viewers, you've got likes, right? But how many of those people do you actually own? I mean, really own? How many can you reach like tomorrow directly without some algorithm just deciding to get in the way? I mean, think about the cycle you're in. Every single week, it's the same thing, right? You're on that content treadmill, just posting consistently. You're pouring all your best ideas, all your energy into creating this awesome, valuable stuff for your audience. And yeah, you get the views, you get the likes, and hey, if you're lucky, maybe, just maybe, you have that one piece that just completely takes off and goes viral. But here's the tough part. Here's the reality check. In a world where AI and content are just everywhere, attention feels abundant, but ownership, man, that is incredibly rare. And that connection, that direct line to your audience, that's the one thing that actually truly matters. And that right there, that brings us squarely to the great lead magnet debate. Is this thing just a tired old marketing tactic from 2017, or is it an absolutely essential tool for creators here in 2026? So you've really got two camps, right? On one side, you have the skeptic. They're saying, look, this just feels old. Download my free PDF. Who does that anymore? It feels spammy. Is email even relevant? But then you have the believer, and they reframe the whole thing. They say, whoa, hold on, it's not about the PDF. It's about capturing an owned audience. Why? Because algorithms don't care about you. They're totally unpredictable. But your email list, that's your direct line. That's stable. And this quote right here just nails it. Social is where attention leaks. Email is where trust compounds. I mean, think about your own behavior. You scroll on social media for hours, right? But where do you actually buy things from? It's usually email. Social is like a leaky bucket for attention. You're on to the next video in seconds. But email? That's where you build real relationships, where that trust actually grows over time.
Okay, so here's the big reveal, the verdict. The skeptic? They're actually right about one thing. Most lead magnets are bad. I mean, truly terrible. They're just lazy, low-quality, generic PDF dumps that nobody ever reads. So yeah, let's just say it. Bad lead magnets are absolutely dead. But the concept of a lead magnet? Oh, that is more powerful than ever.
So if the bad ones are dead, what makes a good one? What are the new rules for 2026? We got to understand what a winning lead magnet actually looks like today because, believe me, the bar has been raised a lot.
Okay, this is the new standard. Your lead magnet in 2026, it's got to be interactive, not just some static file. It has to be super, super specific, solving one clear problem for one person. It needs to be an experience, not just a document they download and forget. It has to be beautifully designed. That shows you actually care. And maybe most important of all, it has to be immediately useful. It needs to give your audience a quick win, like the second they open it.
So what does that actually look like? Well, there are three formats that are just dominating right now. First, premium PDFs. And no, I don't mean a simple ebook. I'm talking about workbooks, playbooks, stuff that feels so valuable you'd actually pay for it. Second, interactive quizzes. People love personalization. They want to know about themselves. This delivers. And third, email mini courses. This one might be the most powerful, honestly, because the value isn't just a one-time download. It's a relationship you build over several days, right in their inbox.
All right, so this all sounds great, right? But it leads us straight to the big problem, the creator's bottleneck. If we all know this is so important, then why do most people, why do they fail to actually build their list?
It's because the old way of doing it is just so painful. I mean, think about it. First, you have to write all the content. Then you got to spend hours trying to make it look good in Canva. Then you have to build a whole landing page, connect your email service, write a follow-up sequence of emails, and then somehow integrate all these different tools so they talk to each other. It's a huge multi-day project. And what happens? Creators just skip it, and they go back to posting into the void.
So what's the solution?
The thing that connects that great content you're already making to a growing email list, it's automation. But wait, it has to be the right kind of automation. It's the missing bridge that turns your content into actual valuable long-term assets.
Yeah, we're talking about smart automation. These are systems that can take a piece of content you've already made, like a YouTube video, a blog post, maybe even just your raw notes, and poof, transform it into a complete, high-quality lead capture engine in just a few minutes. It's wild.
And this is the power of that new workflow in action. Instead of that horrible, painful, multi-day process we just talked about, you can now just give it one link, one piece of your existing content, and it automatically generates everything. And I mean everything. A high-converting landing page, a beautifully designed PDF workbook, an interactive AI quiz, a complete 5-day email course, and the whole integrated capture system. It's all done for you.
I mean, the difference is just staggering. A process that used to take, at least 6 hours of really frustrating work, now it can be done in 2 to 3 minutes. This is a total game changer for creators who know they need to build an owned audience but just don't have the time.
So here's the real takeaway. The game in 2026 is not about who can produce the most content. It's just not. It's about conversion. Every single piece of content you create should be doing one of two things: building trust with your audience or capturing ownership. And a good lead magnet? That's the bridge that lets you do both at the same time.
So, let's go back to that first question we asked. Are lead magnets dead? No way. They are more important than ever. The bar is just way, way higher now. So the only real question you should be asking yourself is, are you building them fast enough? Fast enough to turn all that attention you're working so hard to generate into a real, stable business.